As India gained independence from British rule on 15 August 1947, Goa was still a part of Portugal's colonial empire. Goa had endured brutal oppression, especially during the Inquisition in the 450 years of Portuguese rule. Not just Goa, but Daman and Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli were also Portuguese enclaves at the time. After India's independence in 1947, the freedom struggle for Goa intensified, but the backlash from the Portuguese authorities on the native Goan population was harsh. Portugal's Prime Minister Antonio Salazar had unleashed a ruthless regime against all Goan dissidents. Meanwhile, Indians and the native Goans had great expectations from the Indian government, but the then Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru resorted only to diplomatic efforts to liberate Goa. Needless to say, Nehru's negotiations were of no use. Portugal refused to give up its colonial territories in India. It fell to the common man and woman of India and Portuguese-ruled Goa to stoke the fires of freedom and revolution. Famous personalities like singer Lata Mangeshkar and music director Sudhir Phadke joined other nationalists in Bombay to contribute to Goa's independence. The Nightingale of India, Lata Mangeshkar, held a concert in Pune on 2nd May 1954, and the money collected was used to buy weapons to fight the Portuguese. In the 1950s, revolutionaries on both sides of the Goa-India border joined hands to organize satyagrahas to fight the brutal Portuguese rule. In 1955, Jagannath Rao Joshi, a leader of the Bharatiya Jansangh in Karnataka, led 3,000 satyagrahis into Goa to demand that the Portuguese leave Goa. Portuguese authorities responded by lathi charging and firing upon the satyagrahis, including women and children, resulting in 32 deaths. It was the bloodiest day in the history of Goa's freedom movement. Nehru still did nothing. Portugal continued to provoke India and tried to quash Goa's freedom movement. In November 1961, Portugal opened fire on an Indian steamer, injuring many Indian citizens and causing one fatality. Finally, Nehru woke up from his slumber. He approved military action against Portugal, and Operation Vijay was launched on 17 December 1961. A force of 30,000 Indian troops invaded Goa by air, land and sea and attacked Portugal's military posts. Our navy even burned down a Portuguese frigate. The military confrontation left 22 Indians and 30 Portuguese dead. In just 48 hours, Goa was free and was one with India. As we mark 60 years of Goa's liberation from a tyrannical Portugal, we remember and honor the brave men and women who fought for the freedom of their motherland.